All right, Shalom. First and foremost, I want to give all praises to YAHAWAH, YAHAWASHI, Rakakwadash. Double honors to the elders and apostles of Great Millstone, and peace and blessings to the whole collective Israel. And the title's lesson going to be, there are yet hid greater things than these be. All right, so going into the mindset, we're supposed to having this truth, going into the hope. All right, the hope is pretty much the driving force of our faith. Our hope in YAHAWASHI is the driving force of our faith in YAHAWASHI. Okay, because if we have no hope, then what is driving us? All right, if you're just here going through the motions, there's no energy behind you. All right, that's pushing you towards the end of that tunnel. Okay, you're just there. All right, and you don't intend on finishing with that kind of mindset. All right, so going on into meditating on things in the heavens, all right, the things to come, pretty much the fruit of your labor. All right, you're supposed to be in the back of your mind always understanding that at the end of all this, there is a reward. All right, regardless. Okay, there's a reward for the righteous and there's a reward for the wicked. All right, but being in this truth, all right, and putting on the elect and trying to be a part of that number, all right, your reward is supposed to be in righteousness. Okay, and those things that we're waiting for is the things that are promised unto those that love YAHAWASHI. Okay, being the kingdom of heaven, the kingdom of heaven. All right, so I'm gonna start here and going into the title's lesson. This is Ecclesiasticus or Sirach chapter 43 and verse 32. There are yet hid greater things than these be, for we have seen but a few of his works. All right, because the Lord is constantly always working. All right, and then as far as things being revealed unto us, the Lord already told us these things are going to come. So how much more that he's working on now that we don't even know that exists? We can't even bring into a thought of our mind of the things that he has prepared for us. Okay, because we're still trying to catch on to the works he did thousands of years ago. The Lord told us he's going to give us the kingdom of heaven from the beginning. Okay, now we're coming to the time, all right, of the kingdom of heaven being given on to the people of the saints, all right, being the Israelites, right, being you so-called Negroes, Latinos, and the Americans, the Lord's chosen people. All right, but I read again, it's Sirach 43 and 32. There are yet hid greater things than these be. So going into, the kingdom which we see now, okay, there's way greater things, than what's going on here. Because why? Because this world is ran in wickedness. At the end of the day, this place is going to get destroyed. Okay, so you can think of the nicest car, the nicest house, the most beautiful is women. There's greater things to come, all right, to those that love the Lord, okay, according to his promise, all right. But soon they're going to be revealed, being made manifest, all right, when our Lord returns, okay. But that's why people count slackness, all right. But soon the blessing of the Lord is going to flourish, all right. There's not going to be no end to this kingdom, the kingdom that is coming, all right. That's what we're supposed to be investing in, all right. As Ecclesiastes or Sirach 43 and 32, there are yet hid greater things than these be, for we have seen but a few of his works. All right, that's why this thing requires faith, because the Lord says he's going to do something. All right, we're supposed to believe and know that he's gonna make in on his bargain. All right, we just have to keep and uphold our end of the bargain. All right, the Lord's going to give us what he said. Is are we going to do what we're supposed to do? And that's the big question. Okay, that's what we've been trying to figure out from the beginning. All right, but now through YAHAWASHI, we have the opportunity to do that. Okay, but here, this is 2 Corinthians chapter 4, and matter of fact, let me go here first. This is 1 John chapter 2 and verse 15. Love not the world, neither the things that are in the world. If any man love the world, the love of the Father is not in him. Okay, loving the things that pertain to this world. Okay, the lust of the eyes, which I'm just gonna keep reading. Okay, because it's lucky. This is 1 John chapter 2 verse 15. Love not the world, neither the things that are in the world. If any man love the world, the love of the Father is not in him, and that's plain. Verse 16. For all that is in the world, the lust of the eyes, it's lucky, the lust of the flesh, and the lust of the eyes, and the pride of life is not of the Father, but of the world. Right. So what's gonna happen? And you being in that kind of mindset, you're gonna be destroyed. Okay, because the Lord has no delight in a man that has these traits. Okay, going into 2/3 wrong people, that's why they're going to be sacrificed, all right, in this destruction. Okay, but verse 17, and the world passed away and the lust thereof, but he that doeth the will of the Most High abideth forever. So this labor is not in vain in the Lord. Okay, what 1 Corinthians 15 and 58. What be steadfast, unmovable, always abounding in the work of the Lord, for as much as you know that your labor is not in vain in the Lord. Okay, everything we do in the name of the Lord is not in vain. It's always remembered. It's always counted. Okay, and again, it's a balance. But going into our labor to being for the kingdom to come, all right, the Lord's gonna multiply that. Okay, what do you say, 100-fold? Okay, and that's just to give you an idea. Okay, because going into this everlasting kingdom, all right, that's 100-fold. Because we're never gonna die. Okay, because we're gonna be perfect, and we're finally be able, to enjoy rest. Okay, that's why the Lord said, labor to enter into thy rest. All right, but here read 1 John chapter 2 verse 17 again. And the world passed away, and the lust thereof. So knowing at the back of your mind, if nothing gets you, all right, knowing that this world's going to be destroyed. Okay, so having your hope here in this world is going to get you destroyed. Okay, that's why the majority of people on this planet, all right, they're going to fall for taking the chip. Okay, because they want to preserve their life. That's where they're going to lose their life. But we already lost our life on this side, because why? Our life was with YAHAWASHI, and that life is eternal. Okay, so you can't lose with that. Okay, so yeah, what has it go? It's 2 Corinthians the 5th chapter. We walk by faith, not by sight. Okay, but we know when the Lord returns, okay, because he's going to manifest himself. When you read Revelation 1 and 7, when the Lord cracks the skies, and that's the end of a trial of our faith. All right, and that's why that reward is going to be so great, because we suffered for the Lord. All right, with the Lord. Okay, so with saying that, now I can get 2 Corinthians chapter 4 verse. I'll start at verse 16. 2 Corinthians 4 and 16. For which cause we faint not, but though our outward man perish, yet the inward man is renewed day by day, day by day. Because going into the flesh, how this flesh, it gets tired, it wants to quit, it's negative. All right, it weighs you down. These are our chains. This is what holds us back, what holds back our spirit. All right, but that's the outward man. All right, but the inward man is renewed day by day. Why? Because inside of us, our spirit is eternal. Okay, and that's why in due time, when we're changed, all right, we're gonna have a body that matches our spirit. All right, but the perfection, which why we're here down here in the first place, we're being made perfect through suffering. All right, we're just men. Okay, what Hebrews 12th chapter, we're just men, but we're being made perfect. Okay, we're made perfect by these experiences we go through. That's what's renewing us. Okay, and ultimately, the words of the Lord. Okay, that's what brought us back to life, his words. All right, but there's a due process. All right, and this is going into, again, the perfection of the saints. All right, so again, going into the work, all right, that is being worked, is gonna pay off. Okay, we just have to endure to the end. It's verse 17. 2 Corinthians 4 and 17. For our light affliction, which is but for a moment, okay, a small period of time. It just feels like forever, because we're in affliction. We're being afflicted. Okay, time slows down. All right, when you're in prosperity, stuff speeds up. You're having a good time. You're not keeping track of time. All right, but when you're catching hell, like when you're holding your breath, you count every second. Okay, and that's what's making us, that's purifying us. Okay, there's a balance, but nonetheless, it's an affliction. We're in hell. Okay, we're in captivity. All right, under the devil every day. The curses are still on us. Okay, this is an affliction. This is not easy. Okay, because if it was easy, everybody would do it. But the point, this is verse 17 again. For our light affliction, which is but for a moment, worketh for us a far more exceeding and eternal weight of glory. Okay, so it's nothing that can be compared. It just right now, we're here in the moment. That's why it feels like, sometimes, but going to the flesh, catching you, all right, making you feel weak and things of that nature. That's why you have to have a vision. You have to have, going into your eye, being single, all right, knowing that, again, there's something at the end of that tunnel. All right, you're not doing this for nothing. All right, and we're very close. Okay, and that's why we pray to the Lord for strength, because it's not going to be of us. All right, it's going to be the mercy of the Lord. All right, but continuing. All right, this is verse 18. While we look not at the things which are seen, but at the things which are not seen. Okay, but soon the things that are not seen are going to be seen. Okay, it requires patience. When patience means to suffer. All right, the Lord's not gonna, the Lord's not gonna say something and then never do it. Okay, that would make the Lord a liar. Okay, if there was nothing at the end of this. If there was nothing as far as reward at the end of this, nobody would be able to do this. Okay, but there's a driving force. There's an energy. All right, going into the righteousness of YAHAWASHI, his right hand side. That's what's pushing us towards it. That's why the Lord said He's gonna. It's His pleasure, okay, to give us the kingdom. All right. So, Salaki, continuing this verse 18. While we look not at the things which are seen, but at the things which are not seen. All right, the kingdom of heaven. Okay. For the things which are seen are temporal. Right. This state we're in right now is temporal. These bodies that we're in right now is temporal. All right. This is not the end all be all. Okay. This is just for the Lord's purpose, which is just for a period of time. Okay. But the things which are not seen are eternal. Okay. That's why, again, going to the title lesson, there are things yet there are yet things greater than these be. Okay. So that's why with patience we suffer it, because we know and believe, that the Lord is going to take care of us, and He always does. All right. Nothing has changed. This is Romans chapter 8, and I'll probably close out here. This is Romans chapter 8, verse 24. For we are saved by hope, but hope that is seen is not hope. For what a man seeth, why doeth he yet hope for? So the Lord is making us, requiring us to have faith, because, we have to have faith to please the Lord. Okay, it's impossible to please Him without that. All right, and the Lord's elect has that. Okay, they have the faith. Okay, they have the hope, because ultimately the Lord chose them. The whole thing is that we don't know if we are that chosen. That's why we hope. Okay, but soon, that's why the Lord said, then shall they know who am I chosen. All right, we know, again, there's something at the end of this. Okay, this is not just for nothing. All right, this is verse 25. But if we hope for that we see not, then do we with patience wait for. Exactly, I somewhat quoted it, but this is the precept right here, Romans chapter 8, verse 25. All right, we with patience wait for it. We suffer for it. Because why? Because, again, we know it's going to pay off. All right, I get it. This now close out here. Hebrews chapter 11, verse 1. Now faith is a substance of things hoped for, the evidence of things not seen. Okay, we don't have no physical evidence, okay, of the promises the Lord promised unto us. Eventually, over time, okay, it's going to be made known, going to that vision, speaking in our line, Habakkuk 2nd chapter. But, until that time comes, we have to, with patience, suffer for it. Okay, but again, in due time, it's going to pay off. All right, and that time is coming now. Okay, our redemption draweth nigh. You see things popping up. Chariots. You see the RFID microchip with his mark of the beast. You see this devil, scrambling. Okay, prophecy. All right, this world coming into shambles, going into these fires. All right, all the patience is paying off. Okay, so as this world is crumbling, another world is coming up in its stead. Okay, it's being transferred from a wicked rulership to a righteous rulership under YAHAWASHI, okay, and His elect. All right, so that's the team we strive to be on. All right, so with that, Lord's will is be edifying. As always, want to give all praises to YAHAWASHI, Ba'ashem Krakwadash, double honors to the elders and apostles of great millstone. Peace and blessings to the whole elect of Israel. Shalom.